Hello and welcome back to Tekkit. My name is Kane and here we are back in my little treehouse. As you can see, I've made a few changes to it. Yes, I've totally made changes and none of this was cheated or anything. Alright, I have some explaining to do. My old world was deleted. What happened with it was Fragnet was messing up, and instead of waiting for it to correct itself, waiting for Fragnet and their server moderators and their people to fix it, I tried fixing it myself, resulting in me corrupting the world save and needing to start a new one. The other people that play on this server weren't too bothered by it. They're just like, oh hey cool, a chance to start over and not have everything in the world again. The only thing that really suffered for it was the tutorial. Conveniently, I found a place that looks very similar. We've got a swamp biome right here and the jungle biome that my treehouse is in. Anyway, oh, and the volcano that was over here, that was right over here, is now gone. So that said, we won't be able to see it too well anyway right now because of the chunks loading and being very, very slow about it. Anyway, back to this. As you learned yesterday, you have extractors and macerators here, and we have bat boxes which hold power. You should remember my previous tutorial videos which explain how to make and use those, along with a generator, 2 generators, and a bunch of electric furnaces. So, back on that vein, you'll notice I've got a bunch of iron and copper ores here that I need to do something with. Now I've got 1 stack of each, and when I macerate it all, it will turn into 2 stacks. I can do all that with 1 macerator, but it will take for fucking ever. And there is a much quicker way to do that, using buildcraft. To start out with, we'll need 2 more macerators. We'll also need a bunch of wires, which we've got in here. We'll also need 2 electric furnaces. We've got 6 right here. We can take 2 of these, no problem. We'll also need a bunch of pipes, and we'll need several redstone engines, 4 I think. Pretty sure it's 4. And a bunch of pipes. The redstone engine and the pipes are where buildcraft come in. We'll need some wood pipes, we'll need stone pipes, and cobblestone. So let's get a full stack of wood, that should be plenty. There's my crafting bench. Let's see. Wooden pipes, that should be plenty of wooden pipes. We'll need a bunch of cobblestone pipes. Now these are the basic recipe for most of the pipes in buildcraft, and as a result in all the associated Tekkit. The glass in the center, and on each side, whatever the pipe is made of. You can make these out of gold, you can make them out of iron, you can make them out of cobblestone, regular stone. Now, most of the special pipes, do something special. For example, the wooden transport pipes are needed to actually pull things out of chests and out of the machines they're being used in. The cobblestone and stone transport pipes are only used for transporting stuff. The difference between stone and cobblestone is there really isn't a difference. However, cobblestone and stone pipes will not connect to each other, which is good, so you can save space by running pipelines right next to each other without them connecting. I will show you what I mean by that. Here with the cobblestone, I can place a pipeline here. Let's say I want to place a pipeline right next to it. If I attempt to do this with another cobblestone pipe, they'll connect right up and that'll create a big mess when things start flowing through it. However, if I do it with a regular stone pipe, they will not connect. So like I said, it's nice for a space saver. Let's see, next we'll need a redstone engine. For a redstone engine, we'll need iron. We'll also need a crap load of redstone. To build a redstone engine, the first thing you need, I should probably move that, is pistons. I believe I said 4 will be plenty. Well, I'll stick with that for now. So we've got pistons, it's the basic ingredient for these things. However, you need a lot more than just pistons. You also need what are called gears, which are a single gear requires 4 sticks to build. And I have requires 4 sticks to build in this shape. Each piston needs 2 of these gears, which means I made half of what I need. And then once we've got that, here's the shape for a redstone engine. Also known as a wooded engine because the primary crafting step for it is wood. There are more advanced versions of engines. There are steam engines and there are combustion engines, which is a steam engine is an upgraded redstone engine. I will show you here. Steam engine is an upgraded redstone engine, kind of. Piston, and you use stone gears and cobblestone rather than redstone. To make a stone gear, it's a regular wooden gear with run by cobblestone. And then to make a combustion engine, it's pretty much the same, only with iron and iron gears. Making iron gear is really simple. Stone gear surrounded by iron. We're not worried about the combustion and steam engines right now, though. Those provide way more power, way more buildcraft power than we need for this. So let's see. Next we need. All right. Next we need 2 more macerators. I don't want to use the one up there because that's just a base. Well, it's the same macerator type of macerator that we need, but I like that one being there. It's good for basic work that isn't going to be automated. So for the macerators, we need starters. We need machine blocks. We've got plenty of those. We also need copper wires, which we've got. We can make more. And this is what happens when you take it all the time. Your inventory gets very, very crowded. So we've got that. So we need electronic circuits. Okay, fuck this. I'm moving this guy right now. Because I'm going to run around like that is bugging the crap out of me. So, you remember this recipe? So you should remember this recipe for the electric circuits, which are needed for macerators. Copper wire. Not regular iron, but refined iron. Stop misclicking. It's my fault, I know. And electric circuits. We also need flint. We need a lot more flint than that. Hold on a second. Okay, we're back with more flint. All I really did was grab some gravel, then run up and macerate it. So that's more than enough flint. And then set these up. You should know how to do this, but I'm doing it in front of you because I can. No? Oh, derp. Derp, derp. I am dumb. Later on, we'll want to get another macerator because we'll want to macerate a bunch of different types of ore. This automated setup that I'm working on right now can be later on upgraded and plug into a quarry. Then you can set the quarry to do all the work for you. So how do we want to do this? Biggest problem with the treehouse, biggest beef I have with it. There is not enough space for anything. I love the treehouse, but that said, we can make more space. As you can see, I've already done that, but the space I have down here is not going to be anywhere near enough for this setup. So let's see, where do we want this stuff pumping into? Right here, I believe. Yes, right here. Oh, we're going to need another redstone engine. That said, it's not like we don't have the resources for it. So get the redstone engine going. And we'll also need another chest. In addition, we will need 5... Well, any source of redstone power will work, but levers are the cheapest, because they don't require actual redstone. Put this right here. Remember what I said about wooden transports? They're needed to actually pull stuff out of chests. Now, I'm kind of making this backwards, I'm not going to lie. But that's usually better for planing stuff out and saving space. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Okay, right here should be a good place for it. Redstone engine right here. There we go. Now, here we go, redstone engine. They need power of some kind. They need redstone power to actually function. So we've got a switch right here. With the switch, it will turn on. Now, anything I put into this redstone engine will be sucked out, or into this chest now, will be sucked out and put into the pipes, which, as you can see, the pipes are going into this chest right here. So now we need, we need those, we need the furnaces now. You're probably wondering why I've got why I need this chest right here. You will see in just a moment why that is needed. Carp. Okay. This should work. Don't need that right now. Now, next we'll need to get things pumping out of this electric furnace. What you'll notice is you kind of need to set up the pipes a little bit weirdly on this guy. Anything that you need to set up a pipe onto the top of it in order to put something into the top right here where it will burn. You need to put something into the bottom to put fuel into it, but we won't need fuel because we'll have electric wires going into it to power it, and things going in anywhere into any of the sides will feed into anything pulling out of the side will pull out from right here and not from here or here. As you can see, top, bottom, side. So let's get these guys pumping. Ah. You know, this is what happens when you poorly plan this crap. It becomes a massive mess. Okay, let's see. I think we better do it like this. There we go. And now I'm going to need a stepladder or something if I ever want to get over there again. But for now, it'll be fine. Oh, god damn it, I hate that. Alright, we'll put that right there for now. Oh, damn it, okay. Now I need a buildcraft wrench. You remember the electronic wrench from before, the buildcraft one is this gray one here. Or I guess iron one. You need a stone gear and 3 iron ingots. Stone gear, as you remember, is easy enough to make. Just a wooden gear surrounded by cobblestone on 4 sides. Then with the stone gear, 3 iron around it, and you have this wrench. Here's why we need the wrench. Because as you can see, this engine right here is facing toward this engine right here. That is okay. What that does is when this engine is on, it will make this engine produce double the power, but right now we don't need double the power. We need it to face this wooden pipe right here. So to do that, it's pretty simple. If you right click on it with this wrench, it will toggle and start facing different things that it can pump power from, or pump power into. There. Then flip it on with a lever, and we have 2 engines. Alright, and once again we are going to need more space over here. One advantage to the treehouse, though there might not be a lot of space inside of it, you can add all the space you need at a whim, which is kind of the reason I did this in a treehouse rather than in a big castle or big warehouse or anything, because a little warehouse would likely have enough space in it. If I did run out of space in the warehouse, I would be SOL because it's a pain in the ass to add more. Let's just get more space throughout here completely. Okay, here we go. Next, we need the macerators, which need to pump into the tops of these things. Shit. And this is why I need to plan this stuff out, because if I try pumping them into the top, they have to, or try to float into these engines here. Give me that. Which makes building that Building that wrench a waste of time, but not a huge deal in the long run. And already we're getting congested in here. Like, okay, walk out here, turn this way, jump over this pipe, and yeah, it'll just get really crazy. So now we need to get pipes going into the top of these from a pair of macerators. So let's get the macerators going. You can put the macerators right here, that should be fine. Macerators are just like furnaces in that things coming into the top will go in here, things coming into the bottom will go into this slot, and things coming out into or out the sides will put stuff here, or pull stuff from here. And that's probably not the best way to do this. Wrench. I can put those up against the walls here, that's fine. Later on I'm going to want to upgrade this entire thing and take everything down, but for now that's fine. Okay, now we're going to need the wrench that we built. Because I put this guy here, then this one will want to face that guy. Then adjust that, and this is all well and good. And now, like I mentioned before, we need to get these guys feeding the pipes into the tops of these. Okay, that one wasn't too complicated, but the other one will be a little bit more complicated. But I can do it. It is not a huge deal. Not at all. And this is why you need different color or different types of pipes. And here we go. Now, reaching these macerators might be a pain in the ass because this is all very poorly planned out. Really should have put some thought into that before doing this. But for now, it's good. It's fine. It's all dandy and stuff. So now we need to power these machines. And I need to decide what the best way to power them is going to be. I think right now I need a ladder going up there. Yeah. So let's get a ladder going so I don't have to run around constantly. So let's see, probably best to pull straight from this wire right here since it's conveniently located. Ow. Are you macerating right now? I have no idea what just caused sound to go. Oh, I know what happened. It might not be macerating, but it's still receiving power, which is causing these generators to need to pull power from something. Not a problem. And now, same thing's gonna happen right here. You can hear it's just a lot quieter now. So now we need to get wires going over to those electric furnaces over there. We can do it like this. I wish I had a fly ring right now. We'll get into flying rings later on, but that's not for a while. Alright, if I can get on top of these pipes, that will make this a lot easier. And here goes nothing! That was dumb. Okay, let's try it again, and this time let's not take a step forward once we're safely on the pipes. Another trick I like to do is you can usually run wires right next to pipes. Because wires and pipes will not connect unless it's a pipe that's specifically designed to be powered with electricity, which these pipes are not. Those pipes are Tekkit specific, but they do exist. Now we've got this setup working finally. I'm thinking I might want to come up with an easier way to access these, because right now it's a bit of a precarious headache. But for now, this will work. And let's see what all that did for us. Copper and iron. Copper into this one. We'll put the iron right here. God, that is such an annoying glitch. Something with most of the industrial craft machines is the volume you have the game set for does not matter. These things will be at max 100% volume no matter what, unless you come in here and adjust the volume, then it fixes it. Now, as you can see, the machines are macerating the copper. They're being sucked out into the pipes. The pipes they're following along the pipes, heading toward the furnaces right here. And I just thought of a much easier way I could have done all of this. God damn it. Well, we'll worry about it. I won't fix that on the screen. I'll do it after the episode's over. So, as you can see, they're being pumped over into the furnaces here. They go into the furnace. It smelts them. They get turned into ingots. Then they get sucked out here. They then get pumped into this chest. You can see the iron will also get pumped into this chest. And then from this chest, it'll get pumped into the chest in here. Now you're probably thinking, why don't you just put two chests, both leading it? Why don't you just put two different wire or pipes, both leading into this chest? See, well, I could do that. The problem with that is, eventually I intend to have a lot more going into this chest, because this setup will later on need 5 different macerators and 5 different furnaces. And they will all need to pump stuff into the same chest. The easiest way to do it's possible, but it's a serious headache to get 5 different pipes going into that chest. So it's easier to pump them all into a chest than pump them into a chest, and they'll be automatically neatly sorted out because of buildcraft. And as you can see here they come in, all nice and smelted and macerated. And that's automation. Another thing I would like to show you before we end this episode is the iron chests mod. It's an easy, pretty simple mod to do, but so what you need is a chest. Obviously, won't be much of a chest without a chest. Now, you've got your chest here. It holds a decent amount of space, same amount you've got in your inventory, not counting your hotbar. So good for storage. However, and you can also link up another chest right to it, which will double the storage space, like I've got right here. However, you can also double the storage space without doubling the space these things take up. To do that, you take a single chest and surround it by iron. That creates an iron chest. Now, this is the fault of the texture pack, not of the mod itself. However, with iron chests, when you use them, for some reason the GUI is not working here. Not a big deal. Mostly just annoying and a bit of an eyesore. Now, iron chests can be further upgraded into golden chests. Look at the golden chest. The GUI on these actually works. You can see these guys hold a lot of space. However, it does not end at gold chests either. After gold chests, you get diamond chests, which require 2 diamond and 6 glass. And we have 2 diamonds, so let's upgrade it. Now, as you can see, this guy is, right when it was gold, it was holding a lot more space than a double chest here does. And these can be upgraded one more time. From gold, or from diamond, we can upgrade them to crystal chests. Crystal chests, I'm not sure if they actually have any more space than I think we actually do have an extra row over the diamond chest. But the really fun, cool thing about these guys is, give me that, you put stuff in them, and, that's an odd glitch. Oh, there it is. And you can see them just kind of floating around inside the chest. Not a particularly useful feature, but it's a cool one nonetheless. And that can, well, in addition to the chests that I showed you, those are the main ones using just base game stuff. There are also alchemical chests, but that's a different mod entirely. That's equivalent to exchange. Ender chest is its own mod. Black hole chest is its own mod. But as part of this mod, we also have copper chests and silver chests. Copper chests are made using basic chests surrounded by copper. I believe a copper chest is about like half again the space of a single wooden chest. Then silver chests can be upgraded from iron or copper chests. What the crap? I'll need to remember that. I'd use gold chests over silver chests anyway, but if I ever wanted that, it's a lot cheaper to make a copper chest and then upgrade that to gold than it is to make an iron chest and upgrade that copper chest and upgrade that to silver than it is to make an iron chest and upgrade that to silver. Because iron is a lot more valuable than copper and silver is a lot more valuable than glass. Well, those are the special chests in the iron chest mod. Now, if you're curious, we can take a look at these other chests. The alchemical chest here is covalence dusts. I think I covered how to make those already. If not, I'll cover them in a future episode. A single diamond, 2 cooked stone, 2 iron ingots, and a basic chest. Now, I believe an alchemical chest holds about the same amount of space as one of these crystal chests. They're also a little bit cheaper to build, but you need covalence dust, which isn't expensive. It's just another mod entirely. these ender chests. Need an ender pearl, 4 blaze rod, 2 obsidian wool, and the basic chest in the center. I've actually never experimented with ender chests, but if I remember reading it correctly, you can see there's 3 white things on the top. Those white things can be changed in color, and then all ender chests that have the same pattern will have the same inventory. So for example, you can have 2 ender chests with all white, and they could be halfway across the world, or one could be in the end, and one could be in the main world, or one could be in the nether, and one could be in the main world, and they'd hold the same inventory. You put something in one of the chests, it would appear in another chest. Black hole chests, I have no clue about. And apparently they don't have a crafting recipe. Huh. Well, anyway, that is the basics of automation using buildcraft. As you can see, we've got this going. How many of these do these have left? They're not quite halfway done. It still takes a while because they're still macerators. Macerators are still limited. But that said, it's a lot easier, maybe not quicker, but a lot easier and takes a lot less work than going through, putting half a stack in, waiting for it all to macerate while doing something else, coming back, putting half a stack in, waiting for it all to macerate while doing something else. Oh, and each time you put half a stack in, you get the 64, and you gotta put them in the furnace to get cooked. So it's a lot easier than doing that. And these guys can all be upgraded to be a lot faster, which once you do that, this becomes a hell of a lot faster than just running around yourself and doing it yourself. What the hell is that? There's a black cairn over there. Well, anyway. Thank you for watching this tutorial. My name is Cain Slayer. Goodbye.